Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Candroid Crypto. I am currently on location in Nova Scotia for the Christmas holidays. You can see out the window there. Got a little brook running by the house. And yeah, anyways, we're going to be working on my mom's PC here. This is an old machine. I built this for her, geez, at least 10 years ago. It's like an AMD X2 CPU. Check out the video card. Like, it's a small little Radeon. I don't even know what it is. Motherboard's pretty solid. M2N 32 SLI Deluxe. It definitely has two full PCI slots, and it looks like another 1X adapter there as well. So we are actually going to convert my mom's old machine here into a mining rig. And I picked up this card the other day. So we have an EVGA 1070 Ti. So these are good for about 25 mega hash, give or take. If you get a little bit more juice out of that. Oh, sorry, did I say Ti? This is only a GTX 1070. So a 1070, you're going to get about 25 mega hash. A Ti version, you're going to get about 30 mega hash. So I've got one of these already. There's another one I have my eye on in Halifax right now. I'm probably going to try to scoop it up as well. We're going to do a 1070 and a 1070 Ti in my mom's old, my mom's old computer. She's going to be switching to a laptop, so I just got to pull her files off this, and then technically this is going to get converted. But there is a little bit of space issues because it has the older style, the hard drive caddies and stuff, and this card is going to pretty much butt right up against this, so I'm probably going to have to reconstruct this and remove this whole cage here and hopefully get the two cards in there mining. So, all right, so there's the before shot, guys. It's a nice little Antec case that I bought for her years ago, and it's been rock solid. She's replaced a couple power supplies and stuff in it. Actually, this power supply's got to go. It doesn't have any PCI Express power cables or connectors, so that's got to go. And I've already got that on order at Canada Computers. I've got another case on order too, just in case. And I'm looking for the second graphics card. But this baby's going to be up and mining before I leave Nova Scotia, probably before the new year. I went down to my mom's closet down in the basement, and I'm like, I wonder if she still has that motherboard box kicking around. Sure enough. So when I build computers for people, I always give them the motherboard box and any other accessories that come with the PC, like the manuals for the case, like whatever. I put everything into a box and I give this to my clients, my customers, along with their PC. And sure enough, 10 years later or more, my mom still has the motherboard box. Check this out, guys. Cool little box. Look, it's got a little handle and everything. It's got a cover that flips up. Let's see if we can flip the cover up here. There you go. Got a cover that flips up. It's got all your motherboard features. Yeah, let's open up the box and see what's in there, because it's been a long time since I've seen that box. What I just did realize, this motherboard is a wireless edition. I saw the card on the motherboard that I didn't notice it before, but it doesn't have an antenna, so I'm kind of hunting for the wireless antenna. But let's see what all the goodies we have here. Little USB riser. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of eSATA port or something. Don't know. But look at all the power cap adapters and cables here. All kinds of stuff. Like I say, guys, like I give all my clients everything. Like, look at this. Microphone. Manual for the... Look at this. Manual for the case. ESD bags. Anti-static bags. I keep all this stuff for my clients, guys. Some SATA cables and a SATA power cable. Look at this. Even a floppy RAID driver to help loading Windows. Probably Windows 7 or Windows 2000. I don't even know. But I remember you had to do this back in the day. It wasn't easy, guys. Things weren't as simple as plug and play like they are now. You guys have it so easy. Motherboard. Everything's still in there. Oh, we have another back plate. I don't know why. I already have it on the machine. Sapphire graphics card. Look, even the manual for that little graphics card. Oh, there we go. Wi-Fi. Okay, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Oh, look at that. There it is. There's the Wi-Fi. I have never ever used this or used anything like this before. Interesting. Well, that's kind of what I was hunting for. Somehow it goes onto that card, and I don't know. We'll check it out. Look at this AMD processor. Bunch of other miscellaneous. Look at this, screws. Look, bag of screws. More SATA cables. SATA cables. Adapters for video. Like, look at this, fans, guys. Even fans for this is for one of the motherboard heat sinks, I would imagine. But yeah, check that out, guys. That box is. Thing is vintage, man. This is over, I bet you this is over 10 years, maybe going on 15 years. But everything is in this box, which is good. We'll just throw everything all back in there. We'll play with that Wi-Fi adapter later on. And yeah, I was happy to find the box. But yeah, it's interesting, guys, to see some of this old stuff that, you know, you built 10, 15 years ago, and it's still kicking today. A few days later, guys, I managed to pick up some, I guess, cheaper discounted computer parts here in Nova Scotia. I was able to grab 8 gigs of Corsair DDR2 RAM. I paid $20 for all 8 gigs, so it's a pretty good price. And I did pick up a new Seasonic Focus GX 550 watt power supply, just to put in this PC, get rid of this old power supply. It'll update all the cabling, it'll give us PCI Express and stuff. And of course we actually have the 1070 here ready to go. So let me get some of this stuff in the PC and we'll get it fired up. Ready to power the PC up. So you can see I've got my Seasonic Focus. It is a fully modular power supply that I paid, I think it was $49 plus tax at Canada Computers. I did throw in 4 gigs of Corsair Value Select. On some older systems, especially if you have an older BIOS, it's possible that the motherboard will not recognize 8 gigs. So I just put in 4 gigs for now. There's the old DDR2 I pulled out. I used to build all my stuff with like OCZ RAM. At the time, it was the best stuff out there. Obviously, they're not really producing stuff anymore, and there's other stuff that's come along. But anyways, guys, we're ready to power up the PC. We got the power supply in. We got 4 gigs of RAM in. I have not put the video card in yet because I just want to make sure the thing boots up. All right, let's hit it. Let's see what's going to happen. I don't suspect any problems, but you never know. It's always good to do these things in steps too, guys, because if you make too many changes and something doesn't boot, you don't know what it is that's maybe causing the boot failure. So here we go. She is booting up. And just to give you an idea of the age of this PC, guys, you're going to see it in a second. Look at that. Windows XP. Bam. I know. Some of you guys have probably never seen anything out of the Windows 10. But anyways, this is the older stuff, guys. Back when Windows XP was around, you had to load the floppy drivers, as I had already mentioned previously in the video. You had to do weird things on the system because a lot of things were not auto-detected. So, alright, anyways, the PC is booting up. I'm going to let that boot up, and then I'm going to shut it back off. We're going to throw in the 1070, and we'll go from there. The GTX 1070 is in the case. It's a single 8-pin power connector, which makes it super simple. I'm not a big fan of the cards that take these 2-pin, 2 connector, 3 connector, 8 pins. It's super annoying. But anyway, yeah, single 8-pin, guys. Okay, everything in the PC is ready to go. The power supply's in. I've got 4 gigs of Corsair memory in there, and we have our GTX 1070. All right, let's power it up. And then let's get the files over here. Let's get it mining. So I ran into a little bit of a problem, guys. The NVIDIA driver that I'm trying to download off NVIDIA's site, it is not compatible with Windows XP. So we are going to have to boot this machine up with HiveOS or RaveOS. But that's cool. I already had planned for that. I brought down some pre-programmed USB keys and I'm going to fire that right up on Linux, and we're going to get this bad boy mining. So I had another issue, guys. I successfully booted up HiveOS, but yeah, it caused an error because even though this card was in the PC and it's not really capable of mining, it did cause an error with the mining software, and it basically did not start. Now, I want you to take a look, guys, at the horsepower of this mighty, mighty Sapphire graphics card. Just check out that cooling heatsink on that bad boy. These are some of the cards we had to game with back in the day, guys. Like, seriously, like, you know, later the Radeon HD series came out and stuff like that, but this was just a cheap little graphics card. My mom didn't want to spend any amount of money on a card. This was probably 20, 30 bucks. But yeah, like, check out the power on that, guys. Alright, so I'm rebooting the computer up. I just have the GTX 1070 in there now, and I fully suspect it to launch into Hive and start mining now. So I'll check right back with you. We'll look at, see what HiveOS is doing. Here we go, guys. So after playing around with HiveOS for a little bit, I decided to get away from HiveOS for this machine. I just put it on to RaveOS, and yeah, let's go take a look at what it's getting in RaveOS right now. Here's a look at the RaveOS. You can see, there we go. I called it Mom's PC, and you can see the card, EVGA GTX 1070 8 gig. I have not even overclocked this card yet, guys. I haven't done anything with it. The card's been running for a couple days here now. It's getting 25 mega hash. Fan is at 100%. Temperature's holding around 62. I have not tried to underclock this card. I have not tried to undervolt the card. I have not tried to boost the memory whatsoever. And the card's pulling 132 watts. So we do have a success, guys. I took my mom's old PC and I started it mining just with a video card I picked up around here. I haven't had a chance to go pick up the other 1070 Ti just yet. It's in Halifax and it's kind of out of my way. It's almost a 2-hour drive to get to Halifax and back. So it'll be 4 hours in total. Not really worth it. And maybe I'll pick up the 1070 Ti on my way out. And so yeah, there you go, guys. Any old computer that you got kicking around, as long as it's got PCI Express slots and it's got 4 gigs of RAM, give or take, you can get it up and mining. So I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that fancy stuff. Enjoy the time with your family. And I want to get this video up before Christmas. And I'll see you guys in the new year. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want, check me on Discord, guys. Happy mining.